Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would do like a tutorial or process video as I'm making a 3x5 size cinch bound notebook. So it's technically a 5x3. I don't know why they even call these index cards 3x5. Everything is always length and then like the width or the height. But it's always this way first. So I don't know why they call these 3x5 size index cards, but you're gonna need 3x5 size index cards. We're gonna be using some chipboard, and then we're gonna do the whole process video. So I have scraps here that I am gonna be working with, you guys. I have some of these, which is what inspired me to do the landscape style mini notebook this time, and I just thought I would turn on the camera and do a tutorial while I'm at it. I have some scraps here that I can use for little pockets and things, and then these pieces are going to be the covers for these notebooks, as well as some divider pages. Now it gets a little tricky because obviously this is front and back, but this I could only use one side, and this other page I could only use one side, which might have to be my covers because I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to measure. So let's get started. And I also might pull from some other scraps in my stash. Not really sure. I don't have like a lot of other scraps, but I might be able to like use some of this stuff as well. So we'll see. All right, so let's get started, you guys, and I hope you guys bust out your cinch machine, and we're gonna make some 3x5 or technically 5x3 sized mini notebooks. All right, so the first thing you're gonna need is some chipboard. Your chipboard is gonna measure 5 1/8 by 3 1/8. You're gonna need 2 pieces of chipboard, so take out your chipboard scraps, cut some down, and get those sizes. And also, like I said, make sure you have your 3x5 size index cards. So I'm gonna try to figure out my sizes here. I just need a 10 this way, but I only need 6 this way if I'm doing dividers, so I do have that. And I think that's what I think I'm going to use these as dividers. Although I really like this as a front cover, I want to just be very mindful of being able to use both sides of this because this is the only paper that I have that's double-sided. So I think, or actually we could put these inside also. No, maybe let's do this. This is going to be one of the covers. So the cover piece is going to measure, where'd I put my little measurement sheet? Where'd I put my paper? I just wrote it all down. Oh, I got it. Okay. So your chipboard is 5 1/8 by 3 1/8. Your paper is going to be 5x3, but your dividers are 10x3. Now, oh, I forgot. The papers to cover the chipboard, those are a little bit different. So paper to cover chipboard is going to be 4 height by 6, so 6x4. Okay, so, and you're going to need 2 pieces of those, so 2 times. All right. Just trying to get these measurements right and written down so before I mess up something. All right, so I need pieces that are 6x4. So let's see. Can I get 2 out of here? I can. So maybe, no, I only need 1 out of this. And then I think I'll do 1 out of the other. Okay. Okay, so first I'm gonna cut my divider piece. That's gonna be 3 inches tall. Because I think I'll do 1 divider out of here. Okay, so that's 1 divider by 10, so 3 by 10. Okay, I have this scrap left over. That's 1 divider. Then I'm also going to cut from this paper. I'm going to cut my paper to cover the chipboard. So that's going to be 4 inches wide by 6. This is non-directional paper this way right now, so I'm just going to go 4 inches this way by 6. And again, we have another little scrappy there, so that's one cover. And I think I want my other cover piece to be with this paper that has a lot of cut aparts on it. But the cut aparts I could also save for another project, so like I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to use up the bigger pieces. Okay. And I have quite a bit of tags in here as well. All right. So let's see, which cut aparts do I want to use? I'll probably, I think I'd more likely to use these bottom ones than the top. So I really like this Merry Christmas, but though there's 2 of these, but I could use these in the notebook as well. So, okay, I'm more likely to use the bottom than the top. So this is going to be another cover here. This goes up to, let's cut off that little branding strip because that's gonna mess me up. Okay, so going back to this, I'm gonna cut a piece that measures 4 by 6. Where's my, oh, you know what, let me start from this other side so that maybe I could still use that piece. Okay, hold on. I want to be able to use that candy cane one. So 4 by 6. This is my other cover. Okay, so I have my 2 cover pieces. I also cut out one of the dividers, and then I'm going to cut out the other 2 dividers. So we're going to just cut it at 3 inches. This one, and then this way. And that's going to be 3 inches by 10. So they're both already 3 inches wide. I'm going to line this up at 10. Okay, so we still have a lot of scraps left over. What is happening? I feel like I just used a bunch. Oh, you know what? We're also going to need the pieces on the inside that are going to measure 3 by 5. So I guess we could use, so it's going to be the inside covers of this, right? I wonder if I have any scraps here, because I don't think I do. Not unless I'm using this guy, which I don't think I want to use him. So no, I don't think we have any larger scraps, so I think we are going to use this on the inside for one of them. So let's cut this at 5 inches. This is going to be by 3. Okay, so more scraps. That is the inside cover for one of the pages, and then I guess the other one, I guess we could use this again. So cut him at 3 inches by 5. So that's going to be the inside back cover. Okay, so now I'm ready to get these attached. Sorry, I totally got this out of frame. Let me try to leave that there. Okay, so I'm gonna turn these over, put them face down. I feel like I'm running out of space right here. What is happening? It's like when you start adding all the tools, the paper cutters and everything to your desk, like you be running out of space. Okay, so that's getting glued down right there. And as always, I'm using my Barely Art glue, you guys. That's like the only wet glue I use. I mean, sometimes I use Fabri-Tac, but that's literally just to attach ribbon to things. Otherwise, I'm always using my Barely Art glue. And if you guys want to get some too, they either have it on Amazon or you could get it from their store, Barely Art. But if you get it from their store, I have a coupon code that you guys can use, which is just Carolina for 10% off your order. So then you guys can use that if you get it from their store. Amazon, you can't use that discount, but Amazon, I guess you get free shipping. And it ships in the winter, you guys. Not like, I know like art glitter glue can't really ship in the winter, and if it does, it like freezes and then you end up with like chunks in your glue. That doesn't happen with this glue. This glue will ship even in the winter. It could freeze and then it thaws and it'll thaw beautifully and still work the same. But I just know that the art glitter glue, you end up with chunks, because ask me how I know. I have ordered in the winter before, though you'd think they wouldn't ship in the winter at all, but I guess maybe where they shipped from it wasn't winter, or maybe I just got it from like a knockoff place on Amazon. I don't know, but I don't do art glitter glue anymore because I know that they're not supposed to ship in the winter. Okay, so there we have that, and now I'm gonna go in with my miter tool to get these corners cut off. And this is just part of the bookbinding toolkit from Craftelier. I use it on all of my albums and everything, and anytime I'm wrapping chipboard, I am always using this, and it's just like a great guide. And I recently figured out, instead of using my rotary cutter, this is so easy to just use my scissors. I don't know why I never thought of that before, especially for these smaller notebooks. Like, it's just so easy to do this and just cut off the corners. I mean, you could eyeball it, but I'm just not a good eyeballer because I have needed to fix plenty of albums before when I tried to eyeball things. All right, so now you're gonna take these pieces and you're gonna put some glue on the top flaps, I guess, or I guess on all the flaps eventually, but I start off with, I guess, the tops. And I'm just gonna fold it over, hoping and praying there's no cracking. There's glitter like on this paper on the other side, which is generally thicker, so I'm just really hoping it's not gonna crack, and it did. It cracked anyway. How did I know that was gonna happen? It's just the nature of glitter, and it doesn't even want to stick. It's the nature of glitter paper, you guys. Glitter paper is always such a challenge. You could see all that cracking there. I'm gonna do the rest of the pieces here. And I see it cracking already. Oh, that's a bad one. Oh, guys, this paper is not very nice. I should have just covered this with a solid chipboard and then put paper on top. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna do that, but at least you guys know what the cover size should have been. I'm gonna try to fix this. Nope, we're not saving that chipboard. I don't care, but I'd rather have no cracking and be able to like sell my album here. Okay, so I need another piece. So because I'm gonna cover it with just cardstock, I'm gonna make these pieces just kind of sit on top, so they're just gonna be 3x5 size pieces. So I'm just gonna, let's see, is this 5 inches? A little bit less. All right, so we're gonna go 3x5, and we're just gonna start that all over again. Okay, and the other piece was this paper. Well, that sucks. I strategically cut that in a way where I wouldn't mind using it, but oh well. 3x5. I can't do it with that cracking, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna try and tie in some of that pink from this collection. Not like I have a lot of pink on the papers that I'll be using, but we're gonna do a pink cardstock piece. So these are gonna be 4x6, like the other original papers were supposed to be for the covers. But we're going to plan number 2 because that was not working with the cracking. It was way too much cracking. And I just think it wasn't gonna look cute in the end. Not with all that cracking. Okay, so starting all over again, you guys. So I'm gonna glue this down to my pink cardstock here. This is just 65-pound weight cardstock that I get from Michael's. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'll also link the chipboard down below. I use like a medium weight chipboard, and I'll link it from a couple different places, and then you guys just have to see whatever price is cheaper at the time, because for some reason this chipboard price is always like changing like crazy. But I will link it from like 3 different stores where you can find it, and then just get the cheapest option. Okay. I gotta take out my corner miter tool again. Where did I put that? Did I even put it away? No, I did not put it away. I'm gonna cut off all these corners again. Okay, so now I could start folding in these corners here. Or not corners, but these tabs. Now we're doing this all over again. But at least I'm not gonna have cracking this time. And it'll adhere much better. And I'm gonna push those corners in. And then your side pieces. And now I feel like, because I'm doing it this way, I feel like I need a stitch on my pattern paper that I'm gonna attach to the cover. So I may need to just like step away and go do that for a second. But I have pink thread in my sewing machine right now, and I don't feel like changing it. Because I've been crafting a lot of Valentine's Day, but I need this Christmas paper done and off my desk, you guys. So then I switched it back to this for a second. So I was supposed to use this up and finish using it up in December. So I have to, I don't know, should I rewrite it onto 2025 that I finished the paper pad officially? I mean, this is all I had left. Everything else I used in 2024, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of cheating if I write it off in 2025 now, because I didn't use the whole thing in 2025. Most of it was used up in 2024. And I just finished these couple of sheets that I literally had left. So I don't know. I did write it off in 2024 because I had intended to finish using it, but this just came to me now. I didn't know what to do with these last few papers. But then I was looking at it today and I saw those kind of parts that I could use in like a 3x5 size cinch bound notebook. So then I was like, okay, guess we're gonna do that. Like sometimes it takes time to think. So I don't know. I don't want to change this thread. I don't want to change it to gold right now. because I've been using the pink a lot. But I guess I can use the pink because now I just did pink on the back here. I don't know, you guys, I don't know. So you see how much smoother this is going now, you guys, now that we don't have any of that glitter cardstock, no cracking, and I forgot to fold in these corners. Okay, so I know the inside pages, one of them was going to get the green, one of them was going to get this paper, but now I can add this on the front, and I actually think I like this better on the front, so I'm going to add that on the front now instead. And we're going to do this on the inside, I think. Yeah, so if that's this inside, okay. No, yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna glue this down. So I didn't want to do this one before on the outside because of all the glitter, knowing that that can cause cracking, but I didn't take into consideration all the other glitter on all these papers. Which don't get me wrong, like I love the glitter and it worked beautifully for me for so many other projects. It's just not your friend when it comes to folding it. All right, so there's one. Okay, so that's the insides. I'm just gonna go stitch this with the pink and I'll be right back. All right guys, I did my stitching. I don't feel like it added a ton to this. It's not gold. I feel like you can't even really tell on the green, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So I like to just use my bone folder and go over that stitching to kind of make that a little bit flatter. And then I do also like to go in with double-sided tape when I'm stitching, just for like that extra security when I go to glue this down. So I'm just gonna quickly put some double-sided tape on here. And I'm gonna make sure that tape is stuck on there fairly well. All right, so this piece is gonna go on this cover page. Oops. Didn't stick that tape down well enough. Okay, and then I'm also going to go in with some glue to further reinforce the tape and then get the whole center. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down here, and this is my cover page, or my cover chipboard piece, I guess. And honestly, if you don't have enough paper to even wrap your chipboard with pattern paper, this is a great option to do as well. Like, you can always wrap it with solid cardstock and then just put a piece on top, because it's a difference of an inch on both sides. Rather than a piece where you need 4x6 to wrap, you can just cover up plain chipboard with a 3x5. So, well, technically 5x3. It's really throwing me off with the index cards being 3x5 and not 5x3. You guys are gonna have to let me know how you guys set your measurements. Is it always like the length first, or do you guys do the height first? Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the length first. I mean, I was a math teacher and it was always length first. Okay, you guys, so we finally got our covers done. So this is the back, this is the front. So I'm just gonna kind of put these aside for now. I'm gonna work on my my divider pages. Now I do have to fold these, you guys. So I'm hoping there's not a ton of cracking this time, but I don't know. I can't make any promises. So you're gonna take your piece that measures 3 or 10 inches by 3 inches height, and you're just gonna score on the 10-inch side at 5 inches. There's a little bit of, oh, yep, and a little bit of cracking, but that one is okay. It's not terrible. There's gonna be some cracking on here too. Like, even if you score it, doesn't matter, because there's glitter underneath. But I'm just taking all 3 of my dividers and scoring at 5 inches on the 10-inch side. All right, and then I'm gonna take my envelope punch board. You could just use like a regular circle notch, and I'm going to put this in at 2.5 inches and get my little notch in there. And then I'm gonna do some gluing. So I only really need to glue on the bottom. I never really glue the sides because that's gonna get attached and cinch bound there anyway. So I usually just focus on the bottom and, you know, getting glue everywhere all over my desk. That's a goal of mine. And again, it does not want to stick. Glitter paper, you guys. Glitter paper is torture. Okay, hopefully that will stick now. This one should be okay. There's no glitter on this side. See, that one stuck just fine. Okay, and then this one has no glitter on the bottom. Hallelujah. So now all you're gonna do, well, actually first you're gonna arrange your dividers. I'm probably gonna do something like this. No, we'll do this first because the cover is that one. Then I need to do my divider tabs. So let's look through my paper here and see what I can punch out to be a tab. So I just use this punch. This is from Amazon. I'll have it linked down below. I'm gonna try to use something that doesn't have glitter on it because I want to be able to fold it. My choices are not looking so good. Nope, they're not looking good at all. What is this? I guess I had that in there. All right, my choices are moving to my scrap bin. This could go. Okay, that is going to be one. I feel like I have this cut apart I can use also, maybe. We'll see. Okay, I really want to use these stripes. I don't think they're the best match. No, do I want to use them? No, maybe not, because I feel like I have that plaid. Oh, but we could use this one. I have this scrap from this paper, actually. And yeah, we're gonna use that. And you know what? I like this page. We're gonna use this as a corner pocket somewhere. That's a big corner. I mean, we're gonna have to cut that down a little bit more, but I like it. I like that. And then, what else do I have here? So that's 2. I feel like I need something muted, so I'm gonna go with this scrap I have. Nope, not gonna work there. Okay, we'll punch it out from there. So like I said, I will have that tab punch linked down below, but I'm going to take all of my tabs right now and I'm just going to put them in my scoreboard, line them up on one of the lines, and score down the middle. You can fold these in half, but depending on the paper you're using, it can crack if you don't put a score line through it first. So I generally just try to make that score line first. And that like works for me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold all of these. Now, if you're making a lot of these mini notebooks, like I tend to do a lot of the time with my scraps, I have made myself a template, 3x4 size, for the dividers, so I know like where to place them. And so that's kind of just what I'm gonna do here. So this one I know I want in the middle, this one probably on the bottom, and this one on the first page. Nope, maybe this one on the first page. Okay, so I'm just gonna, oh, that doesn't work because it's supposed to be by 3 inches. I don't make the 3x5 size often enough, but if you guys are doing the 3x4 size a lot, then that's a good idea. But anyway, that was a fail. Okay, so I'm just putting glue here on my tab and I'm gonna eyeball where it's supposed to go. So generally the first one is gonna go obviously towards the top. Okay, I'm gonna do the last one next, because then it's easier to get the one in the middle after you get the top and the bottom. Now I am going to use this as a guide because I can just flip it. There we go, that looks good. This is glitter paper, so I gotta really make sure this sticks down though. Okay, so these are gonna go like that, and now I have the middle piece. And actually, the middle piece I want to put in the middle. Okay, and then I want to figure out where this is going to go. So probably like that, and then I'll fold down. Yep, that looks good. Okay, so I have all of those. Now we're gonna add in some pockets and things. So this is where you guys are gonna wanna use your scraps, use what you have to create some pockets. So I'm gonna go into my scraps that weren't big enough for anything else. Like I want different patterns right now. So Like I think I might want this blue one down here. Yep, that looks good. So I'm gonna cut it to be 1 inch by 5 inches. Now I am seeing this is a little bit wobbly. So it might be a little bit shorter than the 1 inch. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit shorter. You can see it's not straight there. So I'm gonna cut off a little bit of that. But you're generally aiming for it to be like 1 inch thickness if you're gonna do a pocket like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue it down on 3 sides. Okay, so glue that down like that, and there you have a pocket. Okay, so, I mean, you don't have to do all these other pockets if you don't want to. I just like doing them. It's a great way to use up some more scraps. I think I might do, oh, a belly band would look nice here. Okay, we're gonna do a belly band there. So again, my pieces are a little weirdly cut, but that's okay. And this is for a belly band, the height is gonna be 3 inches. And so this piece I'm gonna glue down here. You guys see my little notch there? So I'm gonna go around that notch and then on the bottom, actually I could have just put glue on the bottom here. Okay, and I could have done less around that notch. It's okay. All right, so I'm gonna glue that down. And yes, I am still gonna cut around that notch. Okay, so there's that little notch there. It's gonna look different once you have like something in there, right? So that's gonna be a cute little belly band. I had that angled pocket somewhere that I cut before. Gotta find it. There we go. So this, I'm actually thinking of just putting on the inside here. Yep, I think I like that. And the length is actually fine for me. I'm just gonna make the height shorter. So we're not chopping off anything from the length, just the height. And we're gonna turn this into like an inside little front pocket. Just know that the more pockets you add, the more stuff you gotta fill it with, and the more that this is gonna bulk up. But I wanna use my scraps, so that's what I am doing. So we're adding in a bunch of pockets. Okay, so there's that one. I just like that gumdrop paper too, it's cute. Okay, we could do another pocket on the back here, or you could do like a side pocket. I mean, this piece is going to be against the cinch wire, so maybe I just want to do like a little bigger pocket. No, you know what? Let's do the bigger pocket on the other side. And of course, my dog is ringing the doorbell to go outside. I like this one. That's cute. I like that. Okay, I mean, you could also measure. This should be 3 inches in height, but you could also just cut it like that. And I think I'm gonna leave this thicker because I like it. So this one, because this is on the end where that cinch wire is gonna be, I only need to glue the top and the bottom. I don't need to glue the side. Oh my God, what just fell? That scared me. Looks like it was my 2-inch tape that fell behind my desk. It's probably now on my heater. And I gotta get that because I don't think double-sided tape should be by the heater. All the things are happening in this video today, you guys. All the things. It's never ending. How do people film in peace and quiet? I don't know. I was right, you guys. My 2-inch tape fell down. Like, I knew exactly where I had it. And so when it fell and it made that noise, I looked over there and I was like, okay, well, that's what's missing. So it had to be that. All right, so that is that piece there. Usually I like to do like 4 kind of pockets or tuck spots or things like that. So maybe we'll do another one. Oh, we have this green paper. That's a pretty. There's my dog ringing the bell again. Of course, when I start filming again, right? My goodness. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, actually this side is nice too. I like the other side. So this I do have to glue on the bottom. All right. And I gotta take a break because I gotta take my dog out. Okay, so I think that's good in terms of these pockets, but I did find, like, that doesn't use up a lot of scraps at all. I keep trying, but it doesn't use them up. But I found this in my stash also, and I like this paper, so I think I'll just do another back pocket on this side, and it goes the other direction. Oh, actually that makes it upside down. Huh. I mean, we could still do it and then maybe just cover that up or something. Or just ignore it. It's just that one piece. That one candy cane. Okay, but I am gonna make this a little shorter. Let's see how that looks. Okay. And then not as tall. So I think we're just gonna put that there. If I have a scrap, I may as well use it. Because scraps always accumulate, you guys. If you don't use them, they build up, then it's hard to use them. And it's like never ending. You cut into another piece of paper and there you go, you got more scraps. So it's kind of hard to use up all your scraps all the time. I mean, I try my best, you guys, I really do. Okay, so I think we're good on that. Now we're gonna add in our index card pages. So I'm gonna count 10 of each. So I'm gonna do 4 sections of 10 because I have 3 dividers, but I also, I think that was 10. But I also have some going in front of the first divider and then in between all the other dividers, so it ends up being 4 sections. And this is like with the 3x5 size notebook, you use the full dividers. There's no cutting down, you guys. So it's like you're using double the materials when you make this one. Whereas the 4x6, you're cutting down those in half. So you use 20 pages as opposed to 20 index cards as opposed to 40. Okay, so I'm gonna start organizing these. Got my first set here, my second set, then the divider, third set, divider, and fourth set. And then I'm just gonna go through and add in other elements that I want in there. So like I know I want these. These are longer than 5 inches. So I'm just gonna fold it a little bit. You probably want to use a bone folder for that. And yeah, I made it shorter than the 5 inches, and that's okay. But if you want to score at the 5 inches, you can. I was just trying to fold it above the image for the most part. So like this one, I'm going to score at 4. Unfold. Okay, so I have those two. Let's see where I want them. Well, actually, let me just put those aside for now. And let me see what other cut aparts I had left over from that sheet. I do want to use this somewhere. Possibly some of the tags, possibly some of these. Let me just get a little organized here. Put away some scraps. All right, this is the page where, this is what I was looking for. I want to use some of these. So I'm gonna cut these up. This had like that red design on the back. And then this December 25th, I might put on the front. Okay, so these I'm gonna use because these look like 5 inches. They're a little bit longer actually than 5 inches. We're gonna cut them down a teeny bit. We're gonna make them 5 inches, you guys, because they're gonna work. Oh, that one was 5 inches. All right, so that one we're gonna use for sure. Okay, so I don't know where I want that yet. And this piece too. Sorry guys, garage door. But I think I want to use this Believe piece. I'm just trying to use all the bits and pieces, you guys. So I'm gonna cut out this Believe. And that's just gonna go here. Okay. I also have some pink dyed paper in my scraps, which is right here. Darker pink than I would have liked, but it's okay. So I'm gonna cut this down to be 3 inches. We're just gonna use it because why not? Okay, and it's longer, so we'll do something like this. That's good. All right, so I'm gonna do one this way, one this way. What else can I use? I feel like I could use another one of these. I'm literally just trying to use everything, you guys. All of the scraps. I mean, I won't be able to use them all, obviously, but like these guys I could still use. Rudolph, Dasher, and Dancer. Cut off the and sign off the Mary. Maybe we'll put that on the cover. Cut that off. I could do another cut apart or like another insert for this. Or that's too tall. Gotta make that smaller. Okay. All right, so literally just trying to use everything. Actually, we should probably use this cut apart too. You know what? Actually, if I had thought of this at first, this probably could have went on the front cover and it would have been great. But now it's too long for a front cover. Hold on. Okay, that's good there now. And is it too tall? Nope, that works. All right, so I just cut off a little bit, so that would work too. So this is actually going to be my front cover piece when you open up the booklet. So it's going to look something like this. And maybe we'll put this Mary here, or maybe we'll put, I think I like Mary, or maybe we should put the Believe. So my phone video got full, so I stopped recording, you guys, but I filled in the pages. I didn't bind anything yet, so I just have them sprinkled throughout here. Not really any rhyme or reason, just sprinkled in here. I think here I'm gonna add in a blank page. And then, yeah, so they're just kind of in here. All right, so I'm gonna take out my cinch wire now, because now we are going to bind this, then we'll decorate, add some paper clips and whatnot. And yeah, I did also say I wanted this in here somewhere, and honestly I just don't know where it's supposed to go. I don't know, it just feels so out of place. Maybe here. Maybe here. And it's a little teeny bit taller. I'm gonna try to cut it down a little teeny bit, you guys. I would like to use it because I had glued this down thinking I was gonna use it for a different project, and then I didn't. It's already matted onto the red cardstock. All right, that's gonna go there. All right, so let me get my cinch wire. Oh wait, this was gonna go there in there somewhere too. Just got a lot of things to include. Let's put this one down there. No, I don't like it. Maybe we'll put it here. Okay, so this is where I like to use both cinch machines. I'm gonna be punching out the holes with the mini cinch. I'm actually gonna zoom out a little bit for you guys. And then the larger cinch, first, it's gonna hold all my pages as I punch out the holes, and then we're gonna do the binding. So this is a 1-inch cinch wire. I get mine in bulk off of Amazon, so I will link you guys to where you guys can get some as well. Because yeah, and it really motivates you to use your cinch, and because you want to use up your cinch wire because you have a ton now since you bought them in bulk. All right, so I have all my pages here organized kind of the way that I want them to go. I'm going to take this page, flip it to the front, so it's actually going to look like this. And then I'm going to flip this backwards, so now it's all face down. And I'm just going to start punching all my pages, just grabbing a bunch. And here I'm going to line it up with the 3 inches. So I like the mini cinch because I could see where it's 3 inches. And then it says 3 inches here too. So I just slide it in and I could see the 3 on both sides because this is 3-inch height. The larger cinch does not have those same measurements, so it makes it a lot more difficult to punch out the holes. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go through all of these and just grab a bunch and punch. And that rhymes. I'm probably shaking the whole entire camera, and I apologize. And then the covers, so these are going to kind of line up in between the 3 and, what it says, in between the 3 3/4 section. Which honestly, that measurement is off too. That should be like 3 1/4 that way, because then there's 4 inches. I don't understand these measurements, you guys, but I just know that this one is easier to work with for me at least. But these measurements are funky. They really are. Okay, all right, chipboards are always a little bit harder to punch through. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, all of my sewing. I did not like punching through that. All right, so that is all on there now. And then all I'm gonna do is bring this back and flip it. So now I'm gonna take that, I took that off the hooks. I'm gonna rotate this like that. And then this is gonna face the back in there. And then you just press down. And now it's all bound for you. Beautiful. So the reason I use both is because, well, the one this larger one can do larger wires like this, whereas the mini can only do wires up to like 0.675 or something. So that would be a little bit more than 1/2 inch, but not as much as 3/4 inch, and definitely not for a 1 inch wire. Okay, so now I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna add stuff into the pockets. I wanna have something in all of the pockets. So a lot of the time I like to cut out these blank tags and I just like to have them in my stash. So I think this one is actually gonna go to a large one, just like that. Okay, we're gonna flip through wherever I have these pages kind of flipping out like this. I like to add in a paper clip, so I just have like a bunch already that I make ahead of time, so I could just use them when I need them. And this just has some tulle on it, so it's a nice little peeking thing on the top. Anything else in here? No. This one could also get this large tag. And I still have to add in stuff into the divider pages. Oh, looks like that went there. A little higher up than I wanted it to go, but it's okay. And I'm gonna do a mix of white tulle and gold tulle. So before I did gold, now I'm gonna do the white tulle paper clip. Okay, then here, and then there's another one here. So now we're gonna go back to gold, just alternating a little bit. I want this up higher. I'm trying to like do this so that the pages are staggering a little bit. Okay, then here, this is probably going to be a smaller, yeah, smaller tag this way. Got a cut apart there, another little writing spot there. We've got that random tag, another smaller tag here, and then another paper clip, this time a white one. That's good right there. Got another one of those, and then back here we've got this large tag. All right, so see, that already like bulked it up a bunch, and we didn't even include the tags yet in the actual divider pages. Okay, so let's see if these would even fit. So I have these from the collection, and let's see if these would fit up here. Ooh, they're gonna stick out. So these are just gonna go in here as well. And then I'll look through my scraps and try to add some other ones. I'm just going to try to add one of these into each divider just to get those used up. Okay, so now let's go through my scraps. All right, so let's see what I have. See, I don't think I have, well, actually we have, this one could work. I don't really want two of the same, because these would work in the divider pages. So they would have to go this way. That's like the tallest height I could have them at. It just gets a little weird because these have to be like either long and short, or I have to cut them down even more because they just look awkward if they're too long. So then I end up like cutting them down like that, but that is an option. And I just need one more scrappy. I have these angels. You know what? I'm gonna use this as the last one, the one that says December 25th. We're gonna do something with that. Okay, so these two, oh, let me just double check which side is the height. There we go. So these two I'm gonna put onto some white cardstock. Or actually, let's do pink, because we had pink on the background. I have these two scraps on my desk. So we're gonna do pink. Oh no, my glue clogged up. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so those are going to be our two tags. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut these out. But I only glued them down onto here just so they have like some writing space on the back. Otherwise it was going to be patterned paper and patterned paper. Okay, I just want to double check the height again. All right, so this way. Okay, and then I'm just gonna corner these, or like cut off a little bit of the corner. They already look a little awkward, but it's okay. And then I think I'll round the bottoms of the corners as well. So I'm just gonna use my corner chomper. We'll round those corners at the bottom. Okay. And then I'm gonna use my Crop-A-Dile eyelet setter, but I'm gonna use it to punch holes in the top of these so I can get some seam binding in there. Oh, I forgot to corner chomp one of those. Okay. Just gonna eyeball. It's a funky looking tag. These ones generally are. They're a little funky. Okay, so I have that. I'm gonna go through some ribbon like scraps. We could use the pink because we've got pink on the cover, so it's okay if that's peeking out. Slightly different shade of pink, I think, but it's okay. So I got that scrap, and that's going to be peeking out of this right here. And then I'm gonna do the other, oh, nope. That's gonna be peeking out of the second one instead, because I don't want that pattern paper to go on this one. The same, I don't want the same like pattern. All right, so for this red one, I have this darker, and you guys are gonna see soon a haul video of the seam binding because I love it and I needed some more colors, so I just got an order in today actually. I still have to film that video. So you guys are gonna see that soon, but in case you guys wanna get any seam binding, this is from My Scrap Cabin Shop. I'm gonna have her website linked down below. It's her Etsy shop where she sells it, and you guys could use the code Carolina10 for 10% off your order from her shop. So I had finally reached out to her and I asked her for a coupon code so you guys can use the coupon code now. So that's gonna go there. We've got that cute little thing peeking out there. And then for the middle section, I'm actually gonna put something on this side, so I probably should have covered that piece up and then, but it's okay. So on that, I'm gonna use this piece right here. And I'm gonna go through some more of my pink scraps. So I don't think that's long enough, maybe. So if that was to go there, what I wanna do is make like a little booklet. So I'm gonna pretend that went there. And then I would need to fold the top. Nope, too short. All right, let's grab another one. Okay, so this one doesn't matter. I'm just gonna score right here and then we'll cut off the extra. I just wanted to grab a pink scrap, obviously, and use it in here to make a little booklet. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this towards where I have that folded the score line. And then I'm just gonna cut around it, leaving some of that border there. Okay, and this guy, I'm just gonna have him go into that divider page, and he's just gonna be a little flap there. So that can pull out and whatnot, and I think that's cute. All right, now to decorate the cover, wherever I put my Believe thing right here. I think it does need, I don't know, either some gold or some red, I'm thinking, around the outside of this, but red might be too much, I don't know. Where is my pink scraps again? Because I know I have some darker red scraps like this. That might work, or even this like slightly darker one. Nope, I like this one. I think I might need to do some sewing around here though. So I'm just gonna put a little sliver of glue because I think I'm gonna sew a straight stitch with my pink thread because I'm still not changing it. Yep, I think I'm gonna go stitch around that now. Okay, so I stitched around this, and again, I'm just gonna put double-sided tape just to reinforce some of that so it stays on. And this one, actually, I'll just go straight across. It's a small enough piece. Like, I put all my Christmas away already, so I have to go digging for some embellishments around here. I mean, it's not like I did anything crazy to put it away, but it's definitely not like out on my floor anymore. Okay, so that's gonna go right there. Okay, first two things I grabbed without taking too much out was this sticker book and these stickers. So we might try to use one of these guys here. That'll be good. And then, let's see. I don't know, I feel like I need something on the other side. I guess we could use a snowflake. These stickers are really small now. All right, we're gonna use this red snowflake up here. Okay. And then I don't have my hot glue turned on for that guy, but I need to do that. And then while that's heating up, I guess we're gonna figure out some jemmies. So I'm looking at some red jemmies here. See, I don't want glitter because we've got glitter in the background. These guys look good. Maybe something like that. I mean, I know I need to stick those down also. Okay, I think that one there. This here. I think that's it. I don't think I like anything on the other side. So once my hot glue gun heats up, I will stick those down. All right, so my hot glue gun is heated up. So I'm just gonna put some glue on the back of there. Okay, and then I'm also gonna glue down these enamel dots. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna check my snowflake too. It might need some help with some hot glue. Oops. Just trying to get that glue string off. Snowflake is okay, actually. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so there is my notebook. Is that bow moving around? Feels like it's moving around a little bit. Okay. All right, so there is my mini notebook. The last thing for me to add is my handmade logo sticker on the back here. Well, I mean, it's not really a sticker. It was a stamp that I punched out. I normally do it down here, but I feel like this one could go in the middle. It's because I grabbed the larger one instead of the smaller one, but it's okay. All right, so that is this cutie patootie, and that actually completes my whole entire paper pad. So if you guys want to see the final kind of project, all the projects that I made, there's going to be an upcoming video where I share with you guys all the projects I made with this paper. This is what I'm left with in terms of scraps. I am done with this now. I'm just going to add it to here, so that when I need some of those smaller scraps, I still have them, but I will be writing off this paper pad. I just don't know if it's still counts as towards 2024 or if I should write it off now in 2025. I don't know. I feel like I'm still leaning towards leaving it in 2024. But that is it, you guys. There's just little scraps here. I love leaving cut up parts. Always happy to have cut up parts and anything with writing on it. Those always get moved from collection to collection because I use them in so many different things. A lot of the time 6x6 pads, I need them. Some 6x6 pads don't have cut apart depending on the brand. some paper pads. I usually run out of cut aparts as well, so I'm happy to store those away and have them for next time. This is great for like dividers for those little mini notebooks. I like solid papers like this, these ones as well, these red ones. So we could definitely use some of these scraps. We got a cute little pocket we can make out of that. So there's still so much I could do with this, but just not enough to make a project. So I'm going to be stashing this away. But like I said, check out the final video where I share with you guys everything I made with this paper pad, because obviously it's way more than just this one little notebook. So definitely check out that video coming soon. And like I said, this is available in my Etsy shop in case you guys want to purchase it. And that is all for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope it helped you guys figure out how to make a 3x5 size mini notebook, or technically 5x3. And that is all. So thank you, and I'll see you guys in my next crafty video. Bye.